But today I'm going to analyze the movie Barney's version. We only go wrong once. The sentence is repeated in the film for several times, but I think the complete sentence should be we only go wrong once, don't live your mistakes. So Barney's mistake will exist forever until he died, but we cannot ignore his advantages. People are always two-faced. The characterization can make people have a better life. It also can destroy one's life and turn them into a hateful person. The story is that Barney had an unsightly appearance, he's short and fat, and he had loosely drinking habits and make lots of mistakes. But he still had an admirable life and charm. His first wife, Clara, committed suicide for him, and his last wife, Belia, never gave up her love for him even after the divorce. In Rome, most of his friends maintained a lifelong relationship with him, and he had an admirable father and son relationship. I think part of the reason why he's so attractive is his kindness. His love and understanding for his first wife Clara is so touching. Although Clara had a mental disease, he still gives her all his love. And among his friends, he's the only one had the income, so he gives them encouragement and financial support. That's why they want to maintain a lifelong relationship with him. Moreover, his kindness does not diminish as the age and cynicism increases. Behind the annoying old man, there has always been a good person with soft heart. But this good person is always hiding in the shadow of the reality and consuming his life with alcohol. I think another reason is his courage. When his first wife's father came to his house and talked rudely about his daughter after she died, he swept the old man out of his house angrily. And on the wedding, his second wife's father disliked his retired father, and he did not flinch. He asked them to show respect to them. And he keeps the passion for life and showed pride to the police. After he was determined that he was the murder suspect because his friend disappeared, but he knew that he's not the murder suspect. The parallel to courage is Barney's truth. Not only did he remain authentic in his thought, but he did not hide his actions. Barney fell in love with Maria at first sight at his wedding, and he abandoned his current wife to pursue her. This kind of truthful realization from the personality level can be understood as a bastard, disregarding others' feelings, disregarding the moral bottom line, and being so selfish. Barney's second wife is the superficial and ridiculous rich woman, and Barney's marriage to her was a pointless act to obey his elder's wishes. Although Barney's love for Maria is sincere as movie, he still needs to be responsible for his current wife and love her. But facing his wife's words, he did not always choose the forbearance. Instead, he chose to express his inner feelings and go outside to calm down. With more and more conflict between them, they finally broke up. So Barney is a completely betrayal on the moral level. Barney loves Belia very much, but he cannot understand the pursuit of self-evaluation out of the family and marriage. At the end of his life, he cannot remember most of the things between he and Maria, and he even cannot remember her phone number. He's so angry about this. At the end of the film, the camera is fixed on the tombstone. Maria's name is next to the Barney's name. Whether on the wedding night, the funeral, and even the tombstone, Barney keeps saying, "I love you." The anger is true, as is his love. In short, the truth is the double-edged sword. Behind the desperate romance is the destructive of the morality. Barney's love is strong enough to destroy anything, and his love is gentle enough to contain everything. When he was young, he standing in front of his father's body, cried and smiled. He cried because his father left him forever. He smiled because he learned a lot from his father and he thought he could be a good father. And he keeps waiting for Maria for the whole life, and he waits his friend Buji will come back and he wants to talk with him. But as a father, he was completely incompetent. He cheated Maria, and his son cannot forgive him in a short time. But at the end of his life, his son is a secret for him, and the secret represents his son starts to know how he loves his wife and starts to forgive his father. At the end of all these memories, he left the world. But at the end of his life, his son forgives him and his wife loves him. So we only go wrong once. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, because as the time passes, the bad thing will slowly show up. That's why at the end of film, we are attracted by this man. We are attracted by his kindness, his courage, and his true love, and we forget his mistakes that he made.